Well, that's no problem. I'll record. And we will get into the air. We've got the UMX Turbo Timber Evolution, one of our favorite planes. And we'll get this right back into the air here. Just like that. It looks like my battery hatch is a little wobbly. I will not worry about that until it probably pops off. But until then, I will just fly it like normal. We just wanted to fly this plane a little bit because we haven't flown it in a while, and it's awesome. That's where that little camera is on the ground. I wanted to fly over that because I think it'll look cool. But we looked at the statistics of just our channel earlier and realized this is the plane that has the most videos made about it. And that's because it's awesome, in short. And also it can handle things like a head tracker and a whole lot of getting, well, run into the ground because I'm not that great of a pilot. But it's still awesome. I'm going to show you some little, like, stuff like that and fly straight over that camera there. But it looks like we might have some audience here. Let's see. Yeah, thanks. I'm trying to see. I always think this thing's a person, but it's just like a pylon or something. But yeah, I just wanted to fly this plane a little bit. No real goals here, just... well, I'll just stick to our little area-ish. Yeah. It's just so easy to touch and go with this plane. But, man, if you're looking to get into this hobby and you're like, man, there's so many options for planes, I don't know what to do, go with the UMX Turbo Timber Evolution. People say that you should start with a big plane like a trainer or an Aero Scout. And while those are probably good options, for me, a super big plane comes with a little bit more stress because bigger plane equals bigger parts you need to replace. Little plane, little parts need to replace. That's my entire logic on the situation. Plus, this plane is super easy to fly. It's got big ol' landing gears. It's got flaps. So if you want to get into this hobby, well, first check out our How to FPV series. We've got quite a few videos on the goggles and the transmitter and how to actually add a camera, especially to this plane. So feel free to check those out. And then when you're going to actually buy a plane, go with this one because it's really cool. And so, yeah, if you want to learn a little bit aerobatics, this is the plane for it. It's really flippy. I've got the high rates, and you can do a whole bunch with it. And at a UMX package, it's awesome. What were you going to say?
No, I was just thinking it was cool. You're upside down.
Yeah, that's where we get the inverted. It's actually this plane. We have two of these. But this plane was flying upside down by our quad cam, and that's how we got our Inverted Aviators logo, because we happened to catch that with this exact plane, which I think is pretty cool. So it's been here the longest. We've been a channel for over a year, and just having this plane still be around is an ode to its durability because, again, we crash these planes, and you can just stick them together with some toothpicks, some bamboo skewers. That was close. Hopefully that looks cool. We did get the A-OK worst case scenario, the phone blows up, her phone gets cracked, so no big deal. But it's just such a fun plane to fly, and I feel like I do this when I talk about the Evo here and the Crescendo, is I just keep saying it's fun, and it's just because it is. Like, if you just want to go out on a relatively calm night and go for a little flying, you don't need any room for takeoff, any room for landing. This is STOL, short takeoff or landing, so it's just awesome. I keep doing these little passes. If you plant the mains and go forward elevator, I think I'm on one wheel. I mean, I hit something, or maybe something caught the ground. But it's just so easy to fly, and I'm just flying. You can see the sticks are just at 50%. You can just put them on the ground, plant the mains, and then you could really fly with the tail. See, I'm turning. You can speed up and then just punch out of it. It's just fun. I'll stop saying it's fun, even though just know that I'm thinking it, because it's so easy to fly. So again, like knife edge kinda.
Oh wow.
It's got huge control surfaces, like the rudder and elevator, so you can really get a lot of rudder. And now we did go and change the control arms to have more deflection, because more deflection means more movement, which means, you know, doing weird flying stuff like that. That was just a big like C turn. But it's all just so much fun. We got videos on everything that you're seeing here, including the control arms, control surfaces. We also had one of the linear servos in the ailerons just crap out, so we have a video on replacing that. So pretty much anything that goes wrong, we've got it covered. And well, I won't say fun. It's easy. It's what?
Enjoyable?
It's so enjoyable. And when you want to come into land, I like rolling out because we have all this space. I'm using more space than I would land like the 1.2 meter Corsair. Because I've got this space, you know, might as well use it. I'm going to turn around here. I'll switch batteries and we'll get a second flight, but it's just so enjoyable. So, can I keep it? Okay, there we go.
Oh no.
Well, there is the crashing I was talking about, so I'm going to grab it and we'll get a new battery going here. It was rolling towards the grass, and I just wanted to turn it so that it wasn't on the grass, and then I tried to land it too quick. But yeah, it's handled a lot worse than that. That was 100% pilot error, but it's 100% my fault. Like, I was like, oh, I can do that. That's going to be not a problem. And then I think it's technically like I stalled it into the ground because it just didn't want to take off. But all right, that'll be fine. Get back in the air. We got full flaps. I should try to roll out. Get the tail up and then just pop it up. That's I think the scale way to take off is plant the mains and fly the tail, because when you don't have enough speed, you can use the elevator to keep your tail planted, which means your wheel will be doing all the steering. And then once you have enough speed, there's enough air going over the elevator so that it'll actually work as a plane is intended. And so that's your short 101 on how I think it should work. But I'm going to stay around here again because I got the little camera on the ground. And I've got, must be rolling. I just want it to fly smooth, believe it or not. There's that thing. I'll do a little low pass here. Oh, that's fun. All right, turn it around. Let's see if I can land right over it. I'm getting on one wheel really easily. I'll try to one wheel the other way. I'm pretty sure that would be a tip stall if this was a bigger plane and I didn't have enough power. Whoa. That, I think I hit the wing on the ground because it's rolling quite a bit. Gotta use a lot of...
I might also say that you burnt out the light on that wing.
Oh, really?
I think so. Fly this way again, and then because before I thought, don't you usually be able to see both lights?
Yeah.
And now there's only light on the side you didn't just hit. So
it's on the right side? There's only one? Oh, that's kind of interesting. I wonder if that...
I was thinking beforehand how I could see both lights, and now I can only see one.
Huh. Interesting. Well, that'll be a fun fix.
Did you put those lights on, or did it come that way?
Nope, it come with it.
Have you ever fixed one before?
I have not, but I have seen they sell kits of these little lights.
Oh.
I don't think it's worth buying a whole kit to fix it. I think it'll just be like resoldering something.
Oh.
Oh,
there you go. That's another good fix-it video, right?
Yeah. Did you accidentally trying to one wheel like roll and you beam the light. Oh, I was about to go upside down, but I've learned my lesson from being upside down too close to the ground. That's one of the first videos we released. I just cracked this into the ground because I did stuff way too close. Live and learn, though. Jumped it. Okay, let's turn flaps on. Get a little slow flight going. Gosh, I've got like no throttle. It's kind of pitching down a little bit. Wonder if I go more, more throttle so I can pitch up more. So I can actually fly slower with more throttle. That's because, oh, there's also a saying, elevator is for pitch, throttle is for, oh, there's some saying where it's like you can, it's not intuitive on what you use to actually control your height and stuff. Oh, I'm gonna get just lit up in the comments because it's something like you're gonna have high throttle, but if you're pitching back, you can fly slower. I don't know. It's something, but the saying's not for a UMX plane like this. But either way, I was trying to just fly slow, so I'll put flaps on, elevator back, and just go as slow as I can.
I mean, I suppose it could be just a little light bulb that broke or something.
Yeah, I'm assuming I clipped it, although it's on the top of the wing. Or like, I don't know, I must have just scraped it, which may have caused a little solder connection to disconnect. Let's try to drive here again.
That's cool.
Yeah, we used to just go up and down the parking lot because it was just a long straightaway. And you could just turn the throttle all the way up. This is like if you really want to get good at taking off, you can just and then just lift off at the very end. That's probably as scale as you can get. Just keep the mains planted. Oh, that's a person.
Yeah, she's been walking like U's. She comes this far and then goes around and walks the other way and then goes around it. But she doesn't go on our section.
It's just so easy to fly. And you're probably tired of hearing that as a viewer, just because I've said it a whole bunch of times. But boy, is it fun. Kind of knife edge. I think knife edge, you put your thumbs together, because then you rudder one way and aileron the other way. Or it's thumbs together or thumbs apart. Maybe it could be both. Huh, well I don't know, that's a knife edge. That looks kind of nice. Oh, well that's cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is another saying. There's like 3 or 4 sayings that I've half remembered. I think knife edge is thumbs together or thumbs apart. But man, it's just, I'm having just a nice easy time with this. I'm not, like with the Corsair, I'm stressing because it's a big plane, a fun project. With the Crescendo and the Evo, it's just like, out of the box you get so much. And so, that's why those 2 planes are by far my favorite to just go out and randomly fly. And with a $30 camera, forget about it. It's too easy. Let's see, I'll do a little knife edge again. Maybe. Knife edge. Man. All right, well, I'll do one more pass and I will land this opposite direction because I think the wind is going that way. But this plane is so much fun. Feel free to check out all of our other videos on this plane and how to add things to this plane, like a camera, as well as how to replace things that inevitably break, because it will. But yeah, let's see if I can land this one better than I did on the first flight. I'll try to keep it up until I get past this other little area here. Bam. And grass. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're back on here. Let me just turn this sucker around. All right, we're not taking off yet. I'm just trying to get right up close to this camera. Ka-chow. All right, that has been the UMX Turbo Timber Evolution, one of our favorite planes. Thank you so much for watching. Stick around if you want to see more videos of us flying these UMX planes or any of the bigger ones, or working on crazy projects that we think of. But thank you so much for watching.